It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Devin White. He had a healthy stat line a week ago with 9 stops and a sack. It's the Bills and the Steelers next on EA Sports.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked out in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the 3rd-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Let's go!
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
On the go, now! Go!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Singletary again. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Allen to throw it. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Jones on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out come the Bills. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Singletary to get the drive started. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall. And it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo, a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And here's Matt Araiza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They go play action with Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Now, faster.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A gain there of 21 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll take this to the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
70.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And Shark calls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Hurts. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Allen. Over the middle, he hits Austin. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And out will come the offense as they take over. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. That's where those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. But first down, Hurts. That's once again complete to Chark. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready up.
21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And foul coverage with shot, and he's dropped to 18. White flag coming out. It's going to line up to kneel on it. All that remains is the snap as it was, and that'll do it for the first half play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin a tour of it from Pittsburgh Stadium in Cleveland. And it's to have the lead in the second quarter. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. DK Metcalf, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
Nineteen Tiger.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. A give, Singletary right side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Allen.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down and 4. Allen, he's got his he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And down he'll go at the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18 Cardinal.
They'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get out near the 40 to the 39.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for going downfield. You can come out and you think maybe you can catch the ball a little bit. They did. A little screen pass. Back road. And that time, we're going to start solid game.
From the 39. Allen. Just to be incomplete. Another attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're the fourth quarter here. You've only taken under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is really a absolutely.
Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
One final try here for Allen. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He faked the Singletary, and now Allen. It's going to take the team off. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as they exit this 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. They're going to still get it in and get the start. Exercise utility right now. So back to back plays, each getting nothing. And it's going to sound a tough 3rd and 9. Right on the line of scrimmage before you keep thinking of anything forward, you get hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after the catch. They see a yard, they might not go into the score sheet. They got big for moving the ball, stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
From the John, it's Hurts. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to raise the set deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
They do have some new news, though. This is getting close to being over, and they're trying to reset that instead of the ball.
Yeah, he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now it looks like we're going to get stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. First down, they're going to throw it down. Looking sideline here. Not sure how it worked out there. It looked like the timing was low on that throw.
You know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to this right that time.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to flip one here to his running back. It goes on some yards, so now they need 3rd and 11.
I really can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, they ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught that 11 on the field, those sidelines can become more of a defender. It works to the defense's advantage on that play.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the officials are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop a little over 30 ticks to go for the football game. Operating from the red zone now. Over the middle. That's how they start. Now another timeout more behind the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So not quite our first down just yet as they come up 2nd and 11 at the yard. Here's Allen. And that is caught. 10 yards out. And the Bills took it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. That extra point by Bass up and good. That cuts the lead to 28-14. So it's a half minute they'll try the onside again. The Bills say they have it. They do. That certainly makes it more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little of that battle still.
It's not mission accomplished. The plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part is the defense right back.
He's got a man. Elba getting this all the way down inside the 20. So Bills are going to go ahead and use this for final timeout. That's going to be with 15 seconds to start in the ball game. And that whistle and a flag. And I think we got to jump here. There's CD breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to more distance than that. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the approach penalty. Throwing is Allen. It is caught on the right side, but out of bounds. Let's approach it a little too far. It's 2nd seed to take on